You got the devil. You got the devil. There's the devil around here. You see what I'm saying? When this understanding come out, the devil comes here. You see what I'm saying? The red man.
But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, "To what purpose is this waste?"
Christ felt like that was a waste. Read.
I don't know why y'all listen to this.
For this ointment might have been.
Because you're the devil the Bible speaks of. You're the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's
and
right.
Your days are numbered.
Black people.
You're the devil the Bible speaks of. Get out of here.
What?
Because your people was the only people that were giving God's laws.
Right.
That's something to be proud about. God ain't dealing with the other. Give me that Amos 3:1. God ain't dealing with the other people. That's what y'all got to realize. He don't deal with the other nations. He only deal with you. That's why we're in the condition that we're in now, right? In the hoods, ghettos, slum, barrios, whatever country you go to, there's a name for it, right? Read that.
Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Who?
O children of Israel.
When you read the Bible, you will notice that God, when he's speaking his word, he's only speaking to the children of Israel. You see what I'm saying? That lets you know this book is not talking to everybody. You see what I'm saying? Let me read it again. It's going to show you that it's not speaking about everybody. Read.
You got to start.
How you doing, sis? We got to get rid of these cigarettes and these black and mild, sis.
I know.
Give me that. Give me that. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Watch this, y'all.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
It said, know ye not that ye are the temple of God. Your body is the temple of God. Because God made the man in his image. And the woman came after the image of the man. Read it from the top again.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God? And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
It said that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. The Spirit is in you trying to get you to, because you know right from wrong.
Right.
In your mind and your conscience, which is the Spirit, is telling you I shouldn't do this. Like sometimes you probably say to yourself, I should have spoken more.
I get short. I get one single.
You want to quit. You said you come a little closer. I can't hear you.
I said life is life.
Life is life.
So you gotta have something.
Right, because we as a people, we still going through this. We still going through this. What changed? Say it again. We ain't going for it? What do you mean we ain't going for it?
That's black people.
You said we ain't going for slavery?
We ain't going for that.
We ain't going for this? Only thing changed, they ain't whipping us no more.
But they still
Yeah, but in their own way, they're still whipping us. We still, like, what about who fill the prisons? Black men,
Right.
black women. That's slavery. You see what I'm saying?
Gotta know when to eat.
Hey, us in these communities is slavery. Like you said, why I say that? Because, give me, let's finish this. She said, why I say that? Read that, finish that part. Yeah.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
Him shall God destroy. So, when sometimes, read it from the top again.
If any man defile the temple of God,
If you defile your body, the temple of God, because that's what smoking is going to do, it's going to destroy you. Read.
him shall God destroy.
Then him shall God destroy. How would God destroy you for smoking?
In a lot of ways. He can do
Cancer.
all types of ways.
Cancer, emphysema,
All that.
you see what I'm saying? All that. You see what I'm saying? Read.
For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
He said, for the temple of God is holy, supposed to be holy, set apart. We ain't supposed to be walking around here smoking black and mild. You know what I'm saying? Smoking cigarettes. And this ain't nothing bad. It's not the bash y'all, but it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because when I understood who I was, I had to put the weed down.
Right.
I couldn't come up here and do what I'm doing now, get high.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So what I did was I made sure I said, you know what, I gotta stop this. I said, okay, now I'm trying to change. You see what I'm saying? That's what this is about. Changing, repenting. All right? Read. Was it on that? Go back to, what was that title? Amos, read.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the...
Notice who he's speaking to. Who's God speaking to right here? Read it from the top again. Yeah, you're right. Read it from the top again, though.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family.
So is he speaking to all nations? Oh, no. You're going to learn today, though. This is the children of Israel right here on this side. Remember that. This is the children of Israel. Read from the top.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
So when he's speaking to these people, is he talking to the white man? He's talking to all? Is the white man on that side? Is the Chinese man on that side? Japanese man? The Arab man? The African man? He ain't on that. You see what I'm saying? So read it from the top again.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family.
Against the whole family of Israel.
Which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Which he did what?
Brought up from the land of Egypt.
Which he brought up from the land of Egypt. You know that story? Y'all know the story about the land of Egypt? When God brought the Israelites out of the land of Egypt? You don't know that story. Come here, come on this side. Let me you good? Okay. So that story is they was in captivity, they was in slavery. Y'all know the story about the Egyptians had the Israelites in slavery?
I got to get into it more.
Well, the Israelites were in slavery. These people on the side, your forefathers, your foremothers were in captivity under the Egyptians, another black nation. The Egyptians are African. And they'll tell you that, what they tell you? That blacks sold other blacks into slavery, right? You ever heard that saying? You never heard that saying? Blacks sold other blacks into slavery. That's what, say it again? No. It's not true. That's what they say. Because a dark nation sold another dark nation into slavery, but they weren't the same people. We're not African. That's the point I'm making. You're not African. Yeah, we were in the land of Africa, but we don't come from Africa. We come from Israel. Israel is a part of Africa, right?
I got the.
Let me show you something. Give me the map. Read that.
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord
Get the Bible. Go ahead.
doth put a difference
You say the Lord put a difference
between the Egyptians
between the Egyptians, which are African people,
and Israel.
and who?
Israel.
It's a difference between Israel and the Africans. These people right here, where's your father from? He would be considered African American, right? So you are who your father is. So that means you would come from you would be an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You see what I'm saying? That's what they don't want you to know. The white man over there trying to say he's from the tribe of Judah. He ain't got nothing to do with this. You see what I'm saying? But what we out here teaching today is this is all records right here. Everything that you read here are the records of your what Bible or
What Bible?
King James Version.
Okay, what verse? What chapter?
That chapter, what we at? Exodus 11 and 7. Read that again.
Exodus chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel
God said against any of the children of Israel,
shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast,
against the Israelite man or his beast. Read.
that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference
The Lord put a difference
between the Egyptians and Israel.
the Egyptians and Israel, because the Lord created all nations. God created all nations, right? But it was a chosen people that he had to himself. And it goes back to farther than we got time to break down to you. You see what I'm saying? you have to come in and repent and come in and get the understanding of what that goes into. You see what I'm saying? It's some significance about why he chose us. You see what I'm saying? He ain't choose us for no reason. He chose us because we was there with him from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? And the nations understand that, and they don't want you to know that. You see what I'm saying? Watch this. Read that.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54. And after these, Adam also,
Because he said, after these, Adam also, read on.
whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
He said, God made Adam Lord of all the creatures that he created on earth.
That's right.
Adam was the king of the earth. He was the God of the earth. He was the one who was showing people God's laws, giving them understanding of God. Read.
Of him come we all.
He said, of him come we all, meaning the Chinese man, the Japanese man, also the chosen people, the Israelite man. All nations come from Adam. Read.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And he's made the distinctions about the ones that God chose, the Israelites. Read.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
This is the book of Ezra right here. This is the prophet of God. This is Ezra having a conversation with the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Watch what he said. Read that part again.
Sir. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord.
He said he's speaking to God. He said, all this have I spoken to you, O God. Read.
Because thou madest the world for our sakes.
He said, because you made the world for our sakes, God. God ain't going against him on this. He's listening. He's having a conversation with God.
Right.
Read.
As for the other people,
He said, God, and for the other people,
which also come of Adam, thou hast said.
he said, thou hast said. He said, as for the other people, God, thou hast said, meaning you have said, God.
That they are nothing.
He said, God, you have said they are nothing. Read this. Watch what he trying. Watch the point he's trying to make. Read.
But be like unto spittle.
He said, but you said, God, that they be like unto spittle, meaning spit.
Right.
Read.
And has likened the abundance of them
He said, and you have compared the abundance of them, all of them. Read.
unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
He said, God, you compared them to a drop that fall from a vessel, meaning a bucket of water. So if you got like a bucket of water and you got water in there, it's filled up to the top with water, and you walking with it and a couple of drops fall out, do you care? Read that part again.
And has likened the abundance of them
Uh-huh.
unto a drop
Until a drop.
that falleth from a vessel.
So that's how God feels about them. Like if you got a bucket of water and a drop fall out, you gonna keep walking. That's how God feels about them. He said, that's how you compare them, God. Read.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen,
He said, and now, O Lord,
these heathen,
these heathens, the one that we speaking about, read,
which have ever been reputed as nothing,
which have always been nothing,
have begun to be lords over us.
have become to be lords over us. Now they are lords over us. All the other nations, whether it's the white man, whether it's who owns this store right here? Indian. They're lords over you. They're making money off you in your communities.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When you go to another side of the hood, you got the Chinese man. Then you might have the Arab man. All these people are lords over us.
Right.
They're ruling over us. Read on.
And to devour us.
And do what?
Devour us.
And they're devouring us. How they devouring us? Hold that. Give me Zechariah 11 and 5. Let me show you how they're devouring us, because we get bad foods in our communities. That's one way they're devouring us. They come around here, they might pushing their doctrine for COVID-19 and trying to push that on our people, where it's breaking our bodies down. You know what I'm saying? Those vaccines. That's another way they're devouring us. You got Planned Parenthoods in our community. They set the Planned Parenthoods up in our communities to destroy our young ones.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's how they devour us. And here goes another way they devour us. Read.
Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
So this is speaking about the Israelites. He said, whose possessors slay them. You know what it is to possess something? When you possess something, like that shirt, you possess that shirt because it's yours. You own it.
Right.
So it says, whose possessors. This is how they became the possessors. We are they possess us. And so they're the possessors of us.
Right.
Meaning we're in their land. Have we ever went back to our community and been set up, and have they just had ship after ship after ship sending us back to where we come from? So you're still in slavery.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're still in slavery. That's the proof that you are still in slavery. They not, I guarantee you, if we started a movement and we said, okay, all so-called African Americans, let's go back to where we come from.
Right.
They ain't gonna have it.
Right.
You know why? Because you the one who make this system turn.
Right.
Whether it's our music.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm sure how they set it up. We're gonna go back there. I'm sure how they set it up. They come out with the music, right? They push the guns and the drugs in the community, right? So they push the guns and the drugs community. They got the music. It messes with the minds of the youth as they coming up. They listen to this music. They push the guns and the drugs in the community. Every liquor store in every corner. You see what I'm saying? And then you take away the knowledge of God from these people. You know what I'm saying? They don't know God's laws. You know what I mean? Because God, we are a rebellious people, and so we need God's laws to help us through. You see what I'm saying? Because that's how rebellious we are as a people. We need God's laws. They understand that we as a people need God's laws. So they take your identity from you, take away God's laws, and set up a system where they push the guns, the music, the drugs in your community and make money off you through prison, school to prison pipeline. They teach you in their schools. They don't tell you who you are. You see what I'm saying? They're breeding us as a people to be destroyed. And where we'll continue like this forever. So because they want this to continue, because they want to stay in rulership.
Right.
Okay? Read that part.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
It said whose possessors slay them, kill them. We're the possessed. So our possessors slay us and hold themselves not guilty. Why? Because they run this. You see what I'm saying? And it says, so example of that is Trayvon Martin. You know Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice. You know Rasheed Carter. You ever heard about Rasheed Carter? A lot of people ain't know about that, about Rasheed Carter. His head was cut off. His skull was cut off. This wouldn't happen in Mississippi. Anybody pull that up? Show the sister. Rasheed Carter. So his head was cut off because he went to work and he was working with some white boys, and they got so jealous of him and envious of him, they turned against him. So he had to get out of there. He went to the police. They didn't do nothing. So they got, you know how the white man, he got like the deer cameras. So they got images of the deer camera where he was running through the woods. In Mississippi, they actually hunted him. When they got him, they cut the top of his head off. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're reading here in the Bible. This ain't happened to the white man. This ain't happened to the Chinese man. This happened to us as a people. You see what this is? You see what I'm saying? So think about that and watch when I read this verse. Watch how it lines up with your people. Watch this, read.
And they that sell them
Yes, sir.
whose possessors slay them.
He said, whose possessors slay them.
And hold themselves not guilty.
And nobody's been arrested for that yet. So they hold themselves not guilty. Trayvon Martin, anybody get arrested him? It said because they hold themselves not guilty. Tamir Rice, has anybody been George Floyd?
Ryan Hitton.
Who? Ryan Hitton. So the list goes on. The list goes on and on and on and on. Every year this is happening to our people.
Right.
Because God prophesied this because we under the evil.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
Right.
That's
You see what I'm saying? That's what you got to realize. And he came over here, he drug us over here in chains and taught us Christianity.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Christianity is of the devil. Believe that, sis. Did you know that? Watch this. Let me show you something. Watch this. Look at this sign, sis. What would you say you is your religion? Christian, right? You Baptist, you Pentecostal,
Christian, I don't.
the Christian.
I gotta get into it.
What denomination of Christianity you come from? Like Baptist, Pentecostal,
Probably Baptist.
Baptist, right? So this is where this comes from. John Smith, he created the Baptist religion. What year was that? 1608. What was our people in 1608? Who was in slavery? So a lot of times we don't understand that you follow the religion that your slave master followed. It wasn't your religion. It was their religion to keep your mind from away from your God. You see what I'm saying? The Mormon religion, they teach that we got this black skin because we curse. Yeah, and Mormonism. That's what they teach. But what was we? 1830. In slavery. Right. And then you got Ellen G. White for the 7-day Adventist. 1863. We didn't get free till a couple of years later. Right. So we was in slavery. These are the Christian. This is all Christianity. Then you got Jehovah's Witness. 1872. We were so-called free. You know what I'm saying? We were so-called free, but 1872 is maybe what? 7 years before, after. But we were still in captivity. Because you had we really ain't, we never been free. But we were sharecropping up until the damn 60s and 70s. You see what I'm saying? So we never been free. We ain't free to this day, but we definitely wasn't free in 1872. But we were so-called free. And then you got hit a Pentecostal. And this ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. Right. You see what I'm saying? Pentecost. This is the one hey, Pentecostal one that speaking in tongues, right? And they ain't got nothing to do with that. You see what I'm saying? You ever heard about speaking in tongues? You undo this? Let me get you to understand that. Give me that. Acts 2. I'm gonna show you the hypocrisy of Christianity. Right. You said your aunt do that, right? Watch this. Read that. Acts 2 and 1. Read.
Acts chapter 2 and verse 1. And when the day of the Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly,
it's talking about the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? The people on that side. Okay, read it from the top again.
And when the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting. And there appeared unto them cloven tongues.
Cloven tongues. I'm gonna tell you something. A tongue is a language. Right. Okay? There was appeared unto them cloven tongue, meaning separate tongue, separate languages being spoke, because the Christians don't have the understanding of the Bible. What happened? Why they was all together? Hold that. Go back to Deuteronomy 18:18. Because around the Pentecost is a high holy day of the Lord. We celebrate the day of Pentecost. We have the feast of Pentecost. You see what I'm saying? And then it was a commandment. Was it 16 or 18? 16. So it was a commandment that we come back for 3 times a year, for Pentecost, for the Passover, and the Feast of the Tabernacle. So read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 16 and verse 16.
And remember, this is the law of God right here, sis. Read.
3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God, in the place which he shall choose.
Which is Jerusalem. When you go to 2 Chronicles 6 and 6, Jerusalem was the place that God chose. Read.
In the feast of unleavened bread.
So the feast of unleavened bread is the Passover, around the time that Jesus was born. Not in December. Christ wasn't born in December. He was born around the time of the Passover. The Passover is when he was born. Read.
And in the feast of weeks.
The feast of weeks is going to the feast of Pentecost. Read.
And in the feast of tabernacles.
And in the feast of tabernacles. Those were the main high holidays that God wanted us to come back to Jerusalem for. Read.
And they shall not appear before the Lord empty.
Drop that. Go back to what was that. So watch this. So this was the time of the Pentecost. So that's why you had all these. Remember, sis. Give me Deuteronomy 4:27. God scattered us throughout the whole earth, sis, through disobedience. That's the point. We disobeyed God, and we went to slavery in Brazil, in America, Canada, Europe, Australia. We in India, all over the earth. Japan, China. We all over the earth. So same thing during this time period. Watch this. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
So he said God was going to scatter us among all people. Read.
From the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
So he said, and there we should do what?
Serve other gods.
So look, that's what we're doing now. So we've been scattered here in America, just like our brothers and sisters been scattered in Brazil, just like our brothers and sisters been in Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. We go to Europe, we've been scattered, and everywhere we went, we serving other gods. We got people over in the Arab countries, and, you know what I'm saying, in India or in the Arab, Iraq, and they following Islam.
Right.
They following other gods.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You got black men that go to prison sometimes.
Because they're lost.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? All people are lost. God never gave us religion. He gave us this. Give me that Sirach 17:11. Watch this. This is what God gave us. He never gave us religion. And we follow the Bible because this is the only book of prophecy. You see what I'm saying? This is the only book of prophecy. Ain't no other book gonna show you prophecy. And I'm gonna show you prophecy real quick. I already showed you one though. It said our possessors shall slay us, and they're gonna hold themselves not guilty. Just think when this was written. It was written thousands of years ago. And ain't it happening now? All people getting shot down and they hold themselves not guilty. I read.
Sirach chapter 17 and verse 11. Beside this, he gave them knowledge in the law of life for inheritance.
He said he gave us the law of life, the laws for inheritance. He didn't give us Christianity. He didn't give us Islam. He gave us this to live by. You see what I'm saying? The Bible, because it got laws, statutes, and commandments. You know?
He made an everlasting covenant with them.
He made a covenant with us. You ever hear about the covenant? The old covenant and the new covenant? So the old covenant where we offer animal sacrifice.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The new covenant came when Christ did away with animal sacrifice because we perverted the law of sacrifice. We still was wicked. We would keep the law of sacrifice. We wasn't keeping it right. And we started going against God. So he did away with it. He said, I don't want no more of your sacrifices. And so we didn't have a sacrifice. So we were just stuck in sin. Because the sacrifice atoned you for your sin. So if you sin, you atone for your sin, but we didn't have nothing to atone for. So that means we was getting jacked up until he sent his son Christ to die, and he was the ultimate sacrifice. You see what I'm saying? For us, not for all the other nations. And we can prove that too. He only died for us. Because we the only one, his people. And the Bible said, you ever read that? Finish reading that, then we're going to go there. Read.
He made an everlasting covenant with them and showed them his judgments.
He showed us his judgment, meaning that he showed us the laws. And he said, okay, if you break this law, this is the judgment. But some of the laws you can you can be forgiven for, or you can have a sacrifice for at this time. But there were certain laws where you had to be the one, your blood had to shed. You see what I'm saying? That's when you were stoned. Like adultery was a sin that you couldn't offer a sacrifice for. You had to be, if you had 2 or 3 witnesses that said you was in the midst of adultery, you were stoned. That's how we lived back then. We didn't get down with sin. You see what I'm saying? Like if one of us amongst us when we was living during these times, if we seen somebody that was in the midst of sin, we was calling you out. Hey, get him. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Get him. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened was, if we didn't, then God would judge all of us. Next thing you know, people just dying. You know what I'm saying? He start killing. He just start going through the whole camp, killing all of us. Punishment if we didn't deal with the sin. So that's why we were quick to see. If we saw somebody in sin, we would snatch them up. You got to go. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't want the judgment to come on everybody. But we're always going to get that judgment. So that's what when you read the Bible, you get an understanding of that. What I have you hold on? Matthew 15, read that.
Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not.
Stop 21.
Verse 21. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast.
This is a woman coming from, this is another nation. She came, so Christ and the disciples were walking, which are black men, okay? And then this woman, first of all, let me hold that real quick. Did you know Christ is a black man? You kind of did. Have you ever read it in the Bible? How to describe him, like how? With hair, skin like bronze. You ain't got to go there. She got it. Like it was burned in the furnace.
Right.
Man, he was a dark-skinned man.
That's not a white man.
Huh?
That's not a white man.
That's not a white man. But see,
But that's those types of people out there. Dominican, those types of people not black men.
exactly. Because they the same people as us. You see what I'm saying? Okay, this is what happened. The English took us, okay, or the British. Same thing down here. The British took him. You had the French took him, the Haitians, Spanish, all of them. Because you got to realize, all the people that I'm naming. So, like I said, the English, the British, the French, the Spanish, okay, down here, Colombia. This is the Portuguese. These are the Portuguese. What do they have all in common? They Caucasian. You see what I'm saying? You got a Portuguese Caucasian in Portugal. You got the Spanish Caucasian in Spain. You got the English, the British Caucasian. You know, you got somebody give me another one. The French Caucasian. All of them are Caucasian. All of these are the same people. It's the white man. You see what I'm saying? They divvied us up. They divided us up. They conquered us, and to keep themselves in check, they said, "Y'all take them." They had to come up with because one of them couldn't just get all of the slaves, or they war. You see how they war with each other right now. You know what I'm saying? Russia and Ukraine. You know, America. You know what I'm saying? So they came to an agreement. So y'all take them. Y'all take them.
Right.
That's how we've been spread.
Right.
But really notice. Watch this. But notice this. You said that's how it's supposed to be. What do you mean by that? That's not how it's supposed to be. But it was a plan of God.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Read that part again. Go back to Deuteronomy 4:2-7. Because now you get understanding of this. Now you get an understanding of the Bible. See, so now how I broke that down to you, because I'm bringing it out to you as it came into fruition. It happened already. But when I read this, it's before it happened. Watch that. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 27. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number.
So God said he was going to scatter us among the nations. How did it happen? But God said he was going to do it. See what I'm saying?
It goes back to the people from the beginning that did it right.
Now this happened in the 1400s and 1600s.
Way before.
But they did this around the 14 to 1600s. God said he was going to do it though. Did God do it? Who did it? Huh? Which is who? No. He said God said he was going to scatter us among the nations. He used the English, the British. He ain't doing it, but he is doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Through the people.
Right.
He's not gonna come down here and do it,
Right.
but he run everything. He's the author of what's going on here on earth. You see what I'm saying? So that's why when we read the Bible, we understand that it's a fixed fight. We're gonna win in the end. You see what I'm saying? We get the kingdom of heaven. You see what I'm saying? They don't, but they want to continue. They want things to continue how they going. They don't, because when we come out here and teach the laws, that's warfare. They don't like you. They don't want you to know who you are. They do, because they want you to remain in sin. You know what sin is, sis?
Everything we're doing right now.
Everything we're doing right now is like what?
smoking, listening to
Exactly.
music.
Exactly. Let me give you know. Give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Watch them. And these are the things that we got to do to get back on the right side of God, because destruction is coming. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we out here. Because this, what we doing is not going to stop. The earth going to be covered with us doing what we doing. And they understand that. So they're preparing to stop it. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to allow us to keep coming out here teaching our people, because our people's mind are being changed. And they don't want it to be changed. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
It said a woman shall not wear that which pertains to a man. You know?
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So if I put on a woman's garment, what would that be? It's a sin, but what is that? What am I putting on? What am I putting on that pertains to a woman that wouldn't be right for me to put on?
A wig or they clothes.
What's their clothes?
A dress.
A dress. You see what I'm saying? But read the first part though. Read again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So what would you put on that pertains to me?
Like boxers, something.
What else?
Men clothes.
What's men clothes?
Like a suit or
A suit. What about pants?
sagging.
No. What about pants? Those are that would be considered men clothes.
No,
It wouldn't. Why?
because it's tight. It's fitted. It's for a woman.
It's not for a woman. Woman.
Not supposed to, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Do we have that in slave field? The women.
What they supposed to have on dresses?
Right. Those pants were never made for women. See what I'm saying? But we are a product of our
They have
oppressors.
churches that abide by that. All spiritual.
Sometimes some of them do, but they don't teach. Thus saith the Lord, though.
Yeah.
They don't teach God's law.
Right.
Thus saith the Lord. You see what I'm saying? But women's supposed to be in dresses, and men's supposed to be. The pants were made for men. You see what I'm saying? But say again. Right. The zipper, because what men pull out. You know what I'm saying? But they were never meant for women to wear. You see what I'm saying? It was prior to I think it was like the early 1900s. That's when they instituted pants for women. And don't you know they was arresting women when this happened?
I did.
Yeah, it was arresting women because that was against the law.
Okay.
Even the white man enforced that. The white man enforced that. Pants were never for women. That came from a woman called Amelia Bloomer. You see what I'm saying? And she rebelled against this country. You ever seen that sign where you got the white woman with a handkerchief on? She's like making a muscle. That was during that time period. Women wanted to be equal with men. That's when the pants and all during that time when the pants were instituted for the women. You see what I'm saying? So it was never for you, the women, especially the Israelite women. We ain't speaking about them. They can do what the hell they want to do.
Right.
But the Israelite woman don't supposed to be wearing.
I ain't
So
know.
go to 147 and 19 and so on. Yeah. Watch this.
Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob.
He said he showed up his word unto Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. And out of Israel he had 12 sons, Judah, Benjamin, Levi. And all these American blacks came out of Judah. And so on. Right? Read the part again.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes
His laws
and his judgments unto Israel.
to who?
Israel.
Unto Israel. Read on. Watch this. Watch this part right here. Sis.
He hath not dealt so with any nation.
Yeah, well not did what?
Dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
He said he ain't dealt with them. He said, and for the judgment for breaking the law, they have not known them. You see what I'm saying? So give me that sin, 1 John. So he said, to other nations don't know God's laws. He said he only gave his word to Israel.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So watch this. So I'm gonna show you why they do what they do. Read.
1 John chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
Transgress means to break. He said, who sins breaks God's law. That's what that's saying. Read it from the top again.
Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin,
For what?
for sin,
For sin, he's telling you what sin is. For sin
is the transgression of the law.
It's the breaking of the law. Who was giving God's laws? So the other nations, can they sin?
Technically, no.
They can't. They can't sin. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you go in your community and say hog maws for sale, pig feet, give me that Leviticus 11. When they say hog maws for sale, get all the shrimp you want, lobster, crab, you see what I'm saying? Calamari, what's some other clams, all this stuff, oyster, catfish. You know what I'm saying? Give me the dietary law. Read.
Leviticus,
Go one. Yeah.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel.
But God used to deal with Moses and Aaron to deal with us. Because this is when we came out of the land of Egypt. And we was living according to how they could. We was in slavery under the Egyptians. Just like we're in slavery in America, and we learned their ways. You see what I'm saying? So when we came out of Egyptian, we learned the ways of the Egyptians. So God, when God destroyed the Egyptians, he had to give his laws back to us again, but we have forgotten them. You see what I'm saying? So he had to bring us back up to speed. Read it from the top again.
Speak. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever part of the hoof, and is cloven footed.
He said, read it from the top again.
Yes, sir. Verse 1.
Yeah, no, 2.
Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Read.
Whatsoever part of the hoof, and is cloven footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts.
You know, so he said it had to be cloven footed and it had to chew the cud. Meaning, like, you ever see how cows they chew and then they'll swallow it and it comes back up and they continue to chew it. That's because a pig is cloven footed, but it don't chew the cud.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They don't do that. You know, they eat any damn thing. You know what I'm saying? They eat a dead body if you put it out there. Read that.
Verse 7. Verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, in their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Who he's speaking to? Israel. But he's talking about what we can eat and we can't eat. You see what I'm saying? Read that part again.
In verse 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed.
Then we saying he said he divide the hoof and he is cloven footed. Read.
Yet he cheweth not the cud.
But he don't chew the cud. Read.
He is unclean to you.
He is clean to the Israelite man and woman. Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Meaning touch, we shall not eat them. We had swine or pigs. You know what we had them for? That's pork. But we own pigs, but you know what we own them for? No, we didn't just have them just to have like pets. They served a purpose. Meaning when you had scraps, you know, now you got landfills. They clean up. That's what you do your garbage to. Like now, in this white man's world, you got mountains of landfills in cities. You see what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be like that. Because, you know, that's what the pigs were for. Right, that's what the pigs were. Now you got to have landfills. Because we eating the damn pig. They eating the damn pig. You see what I'm saying? It's a market for people, you know, buying pigs. You see what I'm saying? Read on.
They are unclean.
Octopus, all this crap you don't supposed to eat. Like for instance, catfish is for the rivers. They clean the rivers. They fish. They don't have what they got. They don't have scales. They have fins, but don't have scales. You see what I'm saying? The same thing like with the lobsters, crabs. You know what I mean? They clean the ocean. Right. So that's why you got pollution in the sea. Because they snatching them out and they can't serve their purpose. You see what I'm saying? But this is how the white man, God allowed the so-called white man to rule the earth. Give me that in Job 9:24. God let him rule this earth because we were disobedient. You see what I'm saying? And so now it's almost like a smack in the face, meaning like the word. That's what when we read Esdras, he said the word was made for our sake. Why they ruling over us? He said basically saying when it's gonna stop. When you gonna
Abide by God.
So, but we got to go through this though. We have to come out here and teach.
Yeah.
Y'all have to come in, and then you come in and you teach. That's how God got it set up. Because at one point in time, when He gave it to us. We didn't have to work for it. He just gave it to us. But now, when we sinned against Him during the time of Adam, He said, "Nah, I'm not giving it to you. You got to work for it." So that's what we got to come out here to do and work for it. We got to come out here and work to get the kingdom of heaven. Read.
Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He said the earth be given to the hand of the wicked. He said He covered the faces of the judges thereof. How did they? This is talking about the so-called white man. Because who rules the earth? Who got bases all over the world? Don't America got bases in Germany? Don't he got bases in what's that, North Korea? No, South Korea. Don't he got a base in England? He got one in, I could just keep going on. Qatar, Bahrain. That's all in the Middle East. Israel is a base of his. Saudi Arabia, he got, all of these spaces, he can set up bases. Do the Chinese man got bases all around? Nobody but the so-called white man. Yeah. So watch this. Read this. Watch the scripture. Read.
If not, where and who is He? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So if you got to be able to rule the earth to be able to put your military bases in all these countries. You see what I'm saying? Read.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
And He's the only one that did this. Cover the faces of the judges thereof. He made Christ a so-called white man, because he ain't white, he red. Right. But the depiction of Him should look like that. Watch this. Read.
If not, where and who is He?
If it ain't Him, the Bible said, if it ain't Him, then where and who else is it?
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is